Do you know that prayer? The Bejoach prayer is one of the strongest prayers of the Israeli people, of the Jews. Do you know how many letters this prayer has? And do you know what each letter implies? Do you know that secret names of God are hidden in this great prayer? Do you know who wrote it when it was written? In this class, I will reveal this and many other things for your personal and spiritual success, God willing. I will also impressively sing it to you in Hebrew, translated the phonetics, God willing. That is, you are going to have a holistic perspective of what it is. The prayer, the plea, the worship. About Bejoach. First, I'm going to give you a little bit of historical perspective. It was written by a great Tana about 2,000 years ago, the Holy Tana, the Holy Tanit. Rabbi Nejunia ben Hakana is a great sage, a scholar of the Israeli people, a great mystical sage, impressive, about 2,000 years ago. Now, I wanted to tell you before singing to you the Bejoach that it has. Is that so? I'm going to show it to you in Hebrew so you can see it in Hebrew. It's here. Here's Bejoach, so you can see the letters in Hebrew, As you can see, there are basically 7 lines here, 7 lines. And on each line you see that there are 6 letters. 6 letters. 7 lines each, 6 letters. That's 42 letters. That is, there are 7 lines, and each line has 6 words. Each first letter of each word hides a secret name, a hidden name, a holy name of God, which is called in Hebrew Membet El Shem Membet, the sacred name of God, of 42 letters, which basically hides in the BECOAJ. As we said, each line has 6 words. Each word, each of the first letters are 6 letters, and each of those 6 letters 7 times. They are in total the name of Holy God of 42 letters, the Membet Oteoto, the 42 sacred letters of the sacred name of God. Now I'm going to sing it to you, a beautiful melody that I'm going to sing to you as well. You're going to have, if phonetics wants you, if it wants you, down here also the phonetics. And you're going to see, and I'm also going to translate it into Spanish in free translation, so that you can have a slightly more soloistic view of what this beautiful prayer is, and that hides many secrets. You're going to see that the words themselves are beautiful, with a connotation, a beautiful meaning. But also one is like a big iceberg. So is all the Torah of the people of Israel. The Torah is like a big iceberg that one usually sees in an iceberg. You see the peak, the ice peak that is above those frozen waters. But you have to know that basically 80% of the surface of that big ice mountain is hidden below the frozen waters. Even if one sees a large iceberg, as large as an ice mountain, you have to know that what is down there is much larger. Therefore, when studying Torah, one must understand that whatever one studies, no matter how beautiful it is, and no matter how many secrets one can reveal, this is merely a glimpse of what lies beneath. Indeed, one must understand that the Torah is the voice of God in this world. The Torah. God gave it to the people of Israel on Mount Sinai. God gave His soul. He gave His soul with the Torah. That is hinted at in the first word that God revealed to the people of Israel. To about 3 million people who all heard it. Not just Moses. Important. Not just Moses, but the whole people. After leaving Egypt from slavery with about 3 million people, we heard the first 2 commandments. The first one is the word no. Anogi Isai, I bring it with free form. I Anogi yesterday, it complains to me. I am God, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. And the second commandment is before me. That is between you and me. Direct link. Without idols, objects, living or dead people. No idols. Do not deify people, neither living nor dead, nor objects, nor anything. The link is between you and me. I obviously say this with my own words, but basically God says that the link with Him, with the Creator of the Almighty, is a direct link. without intermediaries, without agents, without people or objects that mediate between you and Him. The link is direct with God. When you speak with God, you pray to God, to your Creator, the Almighty. It is a purely clean and direct link between you and God, the Almighty, the Creator. Now, the first word that is very important to understand what we are going to talk about, is the word Anohi. Anohi is I. Can we translate it as I? I'll give you a small hint and show you a bit. What are the flavors of the secrets of the Torah? A little bit, obviously, a little bit. There is much more, much deeper down, secrets much deeper, but a little bit. The word Anohi has 4 letters. Now I'm going to tell you in Aramaic, not in Hebrew. I, which is Medanian, is the first word of Bejoach, which is I beg you, is the first word. But it's another context. Ana would be I. Nafshi is my soul ktavit. I wrote it via Havit and I gave it away. This is ancient Aramaic, not ancient Hebrew. God says so in the first word of Anoji Adonai Eroeja. I am God, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. I, my soul, says God, wrote it and delivered it. What does God mean? Explain something impressive, that God, at the moment of delivering the Torah, is as if He were delivering His soul, to give to what He loves, hates, and abhors. For example, that God loves that you connect with God, do good, that you do good, start well. Help others. You will love your neighbor as yourself. Help the neighbor you abhor. That you speak ill of people, that you have idols. The second commandment, as we said, you shall not have idols before me, Tupane. You shall not have idols before me. Don't deify people, objects, or anything else. Direct link with God. God says in the Torah, in many places, like God hates idolatry, that people link with objects, pray to objects. It's something that doesn't make sense either. God, the Almighty, the Creator, loves you, trusts you, wants a direct link between you and Him. Before moving on to Anna Bejoach's song, something very interesting happened. The first commandment is a personal commandment. I'll tell you in Hebrew again. He says, I am God, your God, who took you out from the land of Egypt, from the house of slavery. It is directed to you, that is Anohi, I am Eloqueja, who took you out. That is, it is a personal bond. And here we see how God connects on a personal level with His creation. And you have to know that the Torah, you may ask, but the Torah was given to the people of Israel. You may wonder if you are not Jewish, male or female. Is it relevant to you? The answer is that, of course, it is relevant to you. You have to know that the Torah is relevant to all nations of the world. Obviously, the Torah, the Jewish Bible, the Torah, obviously, was received by the people of Israel. And the people of Israel, with a lot of humility and a lot of love and a lot of humility. We have the merit and the responsibility to teach it among us, the people of Israel and the nations. And also, obviously, to know that each nation, to know and teach. That's what I'm telling you now, that each nation and each individual, each person from each nation has an incredible mission. Similar to the Jewish nation, the people of Israel have a collective mission, and each individual has a personal mission. And so all nations have their mission as a nation, and also each individual of their nation has their particular mission. It's like a large body with many cells, molecules. That is, each molecule, cell, each particle, each organ, each has a very specific mission. And so each one of us, God decides to need you for the correction of His creation. And that is the revelation of God through His Torah. That is, God reveals Himself. It's called the revelation at Mount Sinai. What is the revelation at Mount Sinai? It was a unique historical milestone. that God revealed himself to an entire people and revealed, as we said, revealed himself. God told us what he loves and what he hates. And there was an incredible divine revelation. Obviously, one cannot see God. God does not have a body. Obviously, does not have space. God is everything, includes everything, is above everything. But the revelation, which is very difficult to understand that there was on Mount Sinai, was so powerful that we had a level of prophecy. All the souls of Paul and Isabel, all the times 600,000 mother souls, we all had there. At that time we were more bodies, like 3 million people, but mother souls, we were like the more or less 600,000 mother souls that branch out into all generations. From all the history of the people of Israel, we were all there. We all heard the voice of God, saw the Hebrew letters of the first commandments, the first 2 commandments. Our souls were leaving. Our Jewish sages explained that the angels helped us to wake up in such an impressive scene, and that happened. Once in history, God revealed himself, and this is with the introduction of the Torah. And now it's very important to know that, yes, it's important to know that every Jew and every non-Jew or Jewish woman and non-Jewish woman can reach incredible spiritual levels and give their vision in their life. It's important to know that non-Jews, both men and women, have the great 7 Noahide commandments. The 7 laws of Noah, which branch out into many laws, is like a title with many ramifications. But basically, if the non-Jewish person fulfills the 7 laws of Noah, in fact there are congregations or people who fulfill the 7 laws of Noah, they can reach incredible spiritual levels. Therefore the Torah is valid, it is relevant for the whole world, for all nations. Now I want to go to Bejoach. Bejoach, let's listen to the song and also the translation, God willing. It goes like this. Free translation. Please. Bejoach, Ana is please, I beg you. With the great power of your right hand, free the bound. Receive the song, the prayer, the plea of your people. Strengthen us, purify us, please. Protect, like the pupil of the eye, those who declare the unity of your great name. Bless them, purify them always with your mercy. strong and holy, guide your people with your great kindness, unique and exalted. Direct your gaze to your people who remember your holiness. Accept our cry, hear our prayer, our plea. You who know all the secrets, impressive, the words are beautiful, but as we said before, the secrets are multiplied by in Sopsis in Hebrew, infinite times the secrets. As we said, there is the great name of Membetotiot, the great name of God, of 42 letters. That is impressive secrets. You have to know that each line has to do, there are 7 lines. Each prayer has to do with each day of the week. That is impressive secrets. Now I want to stop at some points of the Ana Bejoach. For your success and everyone's God willing, first, when we say we said, please, I beg you, with the great power of your right hand, free those bound. Let's see when we say please to God. Something very important, what we talked about a little earlier, the topic of when we talk to God, who are we talking to? Who are we talking to? From what place do we come to talk to God? We need to know something impressive. We need to know something impressive. That many people connect with God. Like one is a poor thing that needs everything. And God is up there in the sky and He is the one who sends everything. And basically has that link, like a link to put it in a way functional, like the person is poor, can't do anything. And only God who is in heaven can help him. Obviously this has some truth to it, but it's very superficial. We're going to get to a very essential point. You have to know that God decided to create this world. You have to know that God needs nothing, and everything that God needs is because He decides to need it. This is profound, but you must understand something crucial. God, at the moment of creating this world and creating the human being, decided to need each one of us to correct His world. It's something very profound. Therefore, God decides to need us. Therefore, at the moment you think, did you ask to come into the world? You need something, you need something, or are all your needs because of the creation that God made with you and created? Building, as it is said in English, He created you. Thus, the programming of your being is with those needs. You need to eat, who created you with the need to eat and sleep, and to connect with people and communicate and bond. You decide to communicate, you decide that you need to eat. Or God created you with those needs. Obviously God created you with those needs. Therefore God needs you to be like that. Therefore when you are going to ask God, please God help me, should that be the intention? I say with my words as I understand it, as I studied it, as I study it. God, I want to be your will. I want to be my mission in the world. Give you joy. Improve this world. It is said in Hebrew, Letakwenu lamem al jud shakai. It says to correct the world with the reign of God. What is my real need? It's not for eating, sleeping, connecting, or communicating. I don't need that. You created me this way. What do I really need? To give you joy, to help others, to correct this world. Because I understand that what you need is you. Because the moment you created this world, you decided to need us to correct this world. What is called the secrets of the Torah, Hasidism, for which God created the world. To have one, what does it mean? A home, a house. But not a house with a roof and 4 walls, a home, a family. In this world, the lowest world, He will transform it into the highest world, all worlds. Batatonim. He thinks there are worlds of angels that we are not. We cannot see angels, and apart all the galaxies and all the planets. That's something simple. Think giant angels, impressive angels, and God. God. None of that amazes Him. Because He doesn't have free will like you do. He can't choose between good and evil. The angel does what God tells him, but you and each one of us have free will. God gives us the possibility to choose. Ubachartam Bachaimi. You will choose life every moment of your life. You can choose to do good. Say a good word of encouragement, of motivation to others. Help your neighbor, help yourself, help God, help. It's that merit. You can have the merit of helping God to correct His world. Doing good here, wanting good, speaking good. This is impressive. What we are only talking about is the first word of Ana Bejoach, Ana. Please, I beg you, how? Where do you come from to talk to God? From like a poor little thing that you are nobody? And only God can help you? There in heaven, isn't it God on Mount Sinai? It is written in the Torah that He descended to Mount Sinai. He descended to our world. As we said, He wants a family and a home. To have an intimacy, a personal bond with each one of us, where you can express yourself with Him. And a bond. I remind you again to join the community and SELHAI, our love community. Please complete the successes form.